of my life. I've been on my ones on grinding, not getting by, but it's all timing. Actually, I don't give a shit.
Don't be so quick to walk away. Are you dumb or something?
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
The sun goes down, my zoo comes up. Smoke a 3-5, but it still ain't enough.
You better know, my pussy. I don't like the way you move your girl. Baby, you should go.
Yo, killing me with this.
What's good, my LiTTyENT? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video with the equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing LiTTyENT. I already know what time it is. Now let's go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I told you guys. I told you. I literally predicted this. The UK music scene is in absolute shambles right now. And if you couldn't already tell, it's due to the ever-rising sample wave. And we're going to break this down in way more detail. But you already know what you got to do. You just got to like, comment, subscribe to be up to date every time I drop a banger like this one. And hit that notey, because you ain't in the so you can be the first to know when one of these videos comes out. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. And how did we get here? How did we fall so far from grace? Now, if you guys didn't already know, I made a video regarding the rise of sampling within the UK and whether or not it was a good thing or a bad thing a couple of months ago, if you want to go check that out. And some people were saying that I was kind of over-exaggerating for calling it a sample wave and talking about how like sampling's been around for decades and stuff like that, which is true, but I kind of explained that more in the video. They were basically trying to say that there's not really a sample wave. But look where we are now. Sampling has completely taken over the UK rap scene. All these old school pop tunes are getting sampled and slapped on UK drill beats, and the samples are being rearranged so it sounds like a little girl eating cheese string that's way past its sell-by date. And this whole sample wave, it's not for better. It is for worse. And we have some common offenders in what I'm now considering as the equivalent of premeditated murder in the UK rap scene, because these men are burying some of these tunes, and not in a good way. First, we have RD's Come and Go.
Story of my life. I've been on my ones on grinding, not getting by, but
which of course samples DJ Ironic's Stay With Me. Then we have Z Flipper Flavors.
Don't be so quick to walk away.
Walk away. Why does he try to do the American accent? Like, it's like he fails halfway through doing it and then he just gives up. He's like, nah. I think this is the funniest one on here by far. But he, of course, samples Justin Timberlake's Rock Your Body.
Don't be so quick to walk away.
So now we've got two classics that have already been utterly disrespected. The latter way more than the former. But then we slowly move on to some of the more serious offenders. And honestly, these two men right here are music homicidal maniacs. First, we have Lilz Glad You Came.
The sun goes down, my zoo comes up. Smoke a
Please stop, please.
Which is, of course, a sample of The Wanted Glad You Came.
Sun goes down, the stars come out.
Absolute garbage. He didn't even change the title of the song. He wanted everyone to know that he was plagiarizing this tune for his own financial gain. Absolutely disgraceful. And if you didn't know, this song has actually charted at number 35 on the UK charts, meaning people actually have this in their Spotify playlist. I hope The Wanted take this down, man. We didn't ask for this. Last and definitely least, we have Swarm's, I'm gonna guess it's called F Yourself.
See, I don't like the way you move your girl. Baby, you should.
Which of course samples Justin Bieber's Love Yourself.
If you like the way you look that much.
And honestly, this looks and sounds like complete feces, I can't lie to you. Everyone in that Swarm's video backup dancing should be absolutely ashamed of themselves and how they've reached this position. I'll be the one to say it. Swarm's, I'm sorry, but you are an absolute embarrassment. The amount of antics that you've been on lately to try and get attention and get relevancy, and it's like his music career is going down the toilet. His career is basically that fish in Flushed Away.
Have you seen my dad?
Then again, what else would you really expect from Swarm's at this point, you know? After that awful Deliveroo song, he hasn't really been doing the best music-wise lately.
Yeah, that's true. Now let's go back to my nigger on the floor.
As you can see, there seems to be a very persistent trend of upcoming UK rappers using this sampling technique as a way to get on and as a way to push their careers. And as I mentioned in my last video, this, you know, sampling has of course been around for decades, so it's not something new, but It's obvious that these men right here, they're not just sampling, they're pushing the border to damn near remaking the whole tune. Like, let me give you an example. So Dave Starlight, of course, that's a sample of Fly Me to the Moon. It's kind of subtle type of sample. Like you don't really notice that sample unless you start listening to it multiple times. You're like, oh yeah, I can kind of hear that. It's got that beat, like, but it's so low. Like you can't even hear the background sample. You more hear Dave's rapping. If Dave started saying like, fly me to the moon, I'm in a Rolls Royce, I'm in foreign cars.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing?
And I'd be like, okay, this is sounding like my Zoot Comes Up F3 right here. But you know, he didn't do that, so I can kind of allow it. Honestly, I just think that this whole sampling thing is terrible for the UK. I sincerely urge that we do not let this trend continue. Otherwise, we're just going to have a bunch of juvenile delinquents completely ruining old classic songs in trap star hoodies and Nike Tech fleeces. I don't want to see it, man. I don't want to see it.
Y'all killing me with this.
They're gonna take Bruno Mars' Grenade and they're gonna be like, darling, I'll get a lemonade for you.
That's not the way you sing that song, man.
There's gonna be some 14-year-old you at the corner shop buying lemonade and saying, I'll get a lemonade for you. No, man, I don't want to see it, man. I don't want to see it. I just have to say to the artists who are thinking about going down this route on their come up,
Use your common sense. Use your common sense.
please really weigh out your options and really realize what you're getting into. You know, having your first hit song be a sample / remake is really not the best route to go down, because everyone's going to be here for the moment, like how everyone's enjoying that Zoot Comes Up song. But I can bet my bottom dollar that in a few years, that's all he's going to be known for, as the guy who made that sample song in 2022 that everyone laughed at. But no, it's not a good foundation to build your career on, because it's like, there's no originality there. I explained it more in the other video, so go watch that if you want more advice, but you get what I mean.
I mean, like,
100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch.
But in the words of Heady One,
It's a bit of a sticky one still.
but let me know what you think about this in the comments section down below. Do you think these samples are good, or do you think they're trash like me? You let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. But on the road to 800 subs, you already know what time it is. You can follow my personal IG at the only LiTTyENT. If you care about what I do, I'm not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there, because what else are you doing with your life? Absolutely nothing, mate. Stay black, and if you're not black, stay whatever race you are. I bet. Peace.
oh, you ain't know I could sing?